there. This is Deborah Ojo from DeboraHomes. Today, I want to be discussing an important topic that, people are torn between whether to refinance or whether to sell, when should I do it, all of those things. So hopefully by the end of this video, you guys will understand what is best for you. What is best for you really depends on your situation. There's no one hat fits all. So when you're refinance or you want to sell, what should I do? Which one should I take? First of all, you have to understand, in most cases, when you're refinancing your property, you are renegotiating your contracts with the bank. So you are breaking the old contract, which might be maybe a 5-year term, a 2-year term, whatever it is that you have, and now you're trying to convert it to put more money out. If you're selling to, you are still breaking the contract, and sometimes they might charge you some penalties. So there are fees that are involved in both cases when you're selling or you're refinancing. But when we're talking about selling, there are more fees that are involved. Fees like agent fees is more involved over here. Over here, you're just paying penalty, right? Whatever penalty it is that you have with your bank. One tip though is that when you know that you want to continue to build your portfolio and you might be refinancing, or you're an investor, maybe you want to take a variable rate, because when you take a variable rate, you only pay 3 months penalty. Whereas if you take a term contract, sometimes you have to pay a bigger FT amount, right? So those are things that you want to consider. But when you're selling there, you're triggering agent fee. Whether or not this is also an investment property or a primary residence, you might have to pay some taxes. Over here, when you're refinancing, you're not paying any taxes, right? You haven't triggered taxes because you haven't sold. When I am also over here selling my property, maybe at the end of the day, by all my expenses, maybe I'm able to pull out. When I'm refinancing, let me use the example that I always use. So let's say over here, I'm able to pull out $240,000. I think the penalty, if it was variable, maybe you only paid about, $5,000. Over here, when you're paying agent's fee, you're paying a lot of money. It really depends on how much. It could be $40,000. Taxes really depend on your tax bracket, whether it's you're paying capital gains or maybe you're just paying, active income taxes. So it really depends. So you have to check with your lawyer. But over here, by the time I reduce maybe by $240,000 over here, I might be getting maybe $150 or a little bit more. Just depends, right? So that's something major that you have to consider. The other thing is what is my goal? Right? What am I trying to do? Am I trying to, over here, maybe I am trying to build my portfolio, which also has to do with, am I a young professional? Maybe age has to do with what you're doing or the stage where you are in your investment journey. So if I am selling and I'm trying to upgrade my property to buy something bigger, by the time I have all my money, maybe I'm able to upgrade and buy something a little bit nicer. So I came from a smaller house, and now I'm able to buy, don't laugh at my crooked joint. But over here, maybe I refinance, I pull this money out, and now I'm able to buy tinier houses, maybe 2 tiny houses, somewhere a little bit farther away, right? So now instead of me to have, so over here I already have one small property, one medium-sized property. But if I refinance over here, I have this property plus these 2 properties. If I was to sell, I was only able to get this one big property, right? So it now depends on what stage I am in, what do I want to do. You and your wife or your partner will have to discuss on what exactly you want to do at that point. So I hope this is helpful to help you understand what exactly you want to do and how you want to do it. So for more tips and tricks on real estate investments, reach out to Deborah at DeboraHomes and follow us on all our social media. Thank you.